So if you're addicted to eating junk food, you're gonna become fat. But if you're addicted to working out, getting jacked and building muscle would probably be pretty easy, right? It'd be nice to just be addicted to working out. So that's what I teach you how to do today. So let's get started. So consistency is probably the most important thing when it comes to building a good physique. You could have the perfect diet laid out for you, the perfect workout plan, and everything is perfect, but if you can't stay consistent, you're gonna make zero progress. Okay, so step one is that you're trying to do way too much. And for sure, it's true that you need to do a lot of things and you need to change a lot of things in your lifestyle to improve your physique, and it will take a lot of work. But you're trying to make all these big changes at once, and the key is to make smaller changes at a time, something you can actually stick to. Instead of making one giant change at once, you need to slowly build these habits up over time. So instead of setting the goal to work out super hard 5 to 6 times per week, don't do that. Even if you have all the motivation to do so, don't do it, because once that motivation wears off, you're gonna have no discipline or habits that you've built to keep going once that motivation wears off. So instead, right now, if you're having trouble staying consistent, try to do something like working out 3 times per week and doing shorter workouts, something like only 20 to maybe 40-minute workouts at a time. And yeah, this probably feels like it's beneath you, but that doesn't matter. What matters is if you stay consistent. And this is one of the best ways to actually build consistency, is by starting off small and building off of that. Sure, working out 5 to 6 times per week will make you build muscle way faster, but you don't have the habits or discipline to stick with that. So what's actually gonna end up being faster is doing it 3, maybe 4 times per week, because you can actually stick with it, and in the long term, you're gonna make more gains and more progress.
Basically set habits and goals you 100% know you can do long term, and then once you get consistent with those, then you can keep building off those habits you just built.
Once you stay consistent with that, like 3 times per week with shorter workouts, maybe you can switch it to 4 to 5 times per week and make the workouts like 15, 20 minutes longer and make them more difficult.
Basically what you're going to do is you're going to set one goal that you know you can for sure do. Once you stay consistent with that, set another goal that is going to be more difficult. So this could be like working out 3 times per week, and then the next goal, once you stay consistent with 3 times per week, is doing 4 to 5 times per week, and then you slowly make it more difficult. You can also implement this with dieting, like reducing junk food. I'll give you an example for workouts and then also dieting. If you can't stay consistent with working out, give yourself a goal that you know you can do. And once you stay consistent with that, you can build off of it. So if you're trying to work out and you can't do 5 times per week, maybe just set the goal of doing 3 times per week and doing shorter workouts that are like 20 to 30 minutes long. Once you get consistent with that, then make it slightly more difficult. And as you get consistent with each new goal, keep on making it more difficult until you reach the goal that you want. Then with dieting, let's say your goal is to lose fat. Instead of trying to reduce all the food you eat all at once and eat a clean diet, what you can do is just every day you make one small change to your diet. This could just be like taking out things like junk food, sugary drinks, and then you replace them with cleaner, healthier options. What you could also do is, instead of eating a bunch of clean meals at once that are good for cutting, maybe you just change one meal of the day that is optimized for cutting. Once you stay consistent with that one meal for cutting, maybe switch to 2 meals and then 3 meals. And now you're gonna be building your discipline and your habits to stay consistent. Another example of dieting could be like, let's say you're addicted to drinking Coca-Cola. So you usually drink 3 cans per day. So today, you're only gonna drink 3 cans. If you can do that, then the next day you're gonna drink 2.5 cans. Then the next day after that, you're only gonna drink 2 cans, and then 1.5, and then 1. And you just slowly reduce it. And this will make it easier to start building the new habit of quitting Coca-Cola, because quitting it all at once, you're probably not going to stay consistent with.
Let me ask you a stupid ass question. Would you rather do something you enjoy or something that is really hard that you don't want to do? Well, obviously the first option, right? So how can we make this more fun? First, right now you probably have this idea in your head that like working out is some super hard habit that you have to do every day or however many times per week, and you just have to get this thing out of the way, and it's going to be painful on your muscles. It's going to be super hard. You know, you're gonna have to push yourself really hard. It's all discipline, it's super hard, and it kind of sucks, right? You don't need to think about it like that way. And by you thinking about it being super disciplined and hard and difficult, you're just making it harder for yourself to actually do, because you're making it seem like a much more challenging thing than it actually is. And even if it is super difficult, this mindset isn't helping you out. So how can we change that? If we can make this in our brain seem like something more enjoyable than something that's super hard and difficult, then it's gonna be a lot easier to do if we actually think it's fun. And from that, it'll be a much smaller mental commitment for us to do. So when you go into a workout, stop thinking about how hard it'll be or how sore you'll be or how much you don't want to do the workout or how uncomfortable you'll feel. Do this instead. So think of the gains you'll get in the future. Think of listening to your favorite songs while getting a pump and just pushing your body to the limits and enjoying it, right? Embrace the difficulty. Have fun with it. Like, just go into the workout just thinking like, I'm gonna have fun. This is gonna be fun. I'm excited to do this, right? Even if it's not, just tell yourself that.
Think of all the positive aspects of working out and all the benefits of it. Stop thinking about how hard it's going to be or how much you don't want to do it, because you're just going to make it harder for yourself.
And lastly, what do we do on those days where we just do not want to work out, we do not want to get out of bed, we just feel super lazy and we feel like a fat ass? What do we do?
So on those days where you really don't want to work out, working out seems like a giant task. So you need to do smaller things where you simply just show up. When it's something like just putting your workout clothes on, or just getting out of your chair from scrolling reels, or just getting in your car to drive to the gym, what you're doing is you're showing yourself that you're slightly committing a little bit more to go to the gym. But it's a lot easier to do something small like just showing up, which is like, putting your workout clothes on. That's a lot easier than telling yourself that you're gonna go to the gym and hit the hardest workout, right? So sometimes you just need to do the small actions where you're pretty much just telling your brain that you're just gonna show up. This could be like, all right, I'm gonna get out of my chair and stand up. Now I'm gonna put my workout clothes on. Now I'm gonna get my pre-workout ready. Now I'm gonna walk out of the door. When you do these things, now you're building up momentum that's slowly gonna help you mentally commit to getting just your ass in the gym, pretty much, or calisthenics. So when it comes to consistency, even though you want to make a big change at once because you're probably tired of having a bad physique, what you want to do is you want to make smaller changes at a time and not one giant change at once. Because once your motivation wears off, you're not going to have the habits and discipline to stick with these big ass goals that you set. So what you want to do is you want to set smaller goals that you know you can do. Once you complete those goals and you can stay consistent with them for around a week or so, then make the goals a little bit more difficult. So what I recommend is you set a goal for working out consistency and something when it comes to dieting. Next is to actually have fun while you're working out. Stop thinking of it as something negative, like something you have to do, something that's really hard, something that's painful on your muscles, and some tasks you just have to get over with. Think of the benefits of it. Think of the physique that you'll build. Think of the hype that you'll feel listening to your favorite songs while lifting weights. Think of all the benefits that you get out of working out and try to have fun with it, because it's going to be a lot easier for you to mentally commit to when you think of it as something that's fun and that you like to do. And then lastly, on those days where you really, really don't want to work out, you need to basically just show up. And then from that, doing the small actions of just showing up, like putting your gym clothes on or getting out of your bed or getting off reels or whatever. Doing those small actions will slowly but surely help you build momentum and help you commit mentally to actually hitting the workout. If you implement all three of these different tips, I almost guarantee you that you'll become consistent when it comes to working out. All you need to do is just take action today. If you're struggling with your fitness and you want to start the year off right, check out my group down below. Not only will it make working out and building an aesthetic physique more fun, but there's literally everything that you need to know laid out in a step-by-step way for you to successfully build an aesthetic physique. So if you're interested and you want to learn more, just click the link down below. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you implement the advice in this video so you can stay more consistent. Happy 2025 or whatever, and have a good day.